Riga is the capital of Latvia, and the St. Petri Church is one of the oldest in the centre of the city, and, at the same time, a main landmark. With a long and varied history. It features inner cross vaults, modelled on those of the dome of the Hanseatic city of Lübeck's cathedral, plus a circular arch and sturdy red brick walls. It is one of the most important sacred buildings of the Middle Ages and is closely linked with the development of the city. When the church tower collapsed, Tsar Peter the Great had it rebuilt. Next to it is the Schwarzhaupter building in all of its Renaissance glory, a great sight from the past. The neighbouring Reutern House was one of the city's earliest fine buildings. Menzendorf House was a manorial property which German merchants had built at the end of the 17th century. Carefully renovated, its original splendour has been fully restored. The middle-class buildings of Elizabeth and Albert Street indicate the prosperity of its past occupants. Like almost nowhere else, Art Nouveau has been preserved incredibly well here, with lavish embellishments and numerous motifs. In 1234, the Dominicans founded a monastery, and its monks built St. John's Church to commemorate St. John the Baptist. In the 15th century, the building was destroyed during hostilities and was subsequently rebuilt in late Gothic style with a net vault. Later, the Latvians of Riga took over, extended the church and renovated it according to Mannerism design. At first sight, it looks like a castle, but it is actually guild buildings. Guilds were originally cooperatives, made up of craftsmen and later the general population. Here, the Cat's House was created, dreamed up by a wealthy businessman who was annoyed by the arrogance of the Great Guild. Marianne Cathedral is situated in the centre of the city and is the most important religious building in the Baltic states. Its age, dimensions and contrasting architectural styles bear witness to a long history. The famous organ, built in 1883, contains 124 registers and 6,718 wooden and metal pipes. Various international soloists perform here. Originally, it was the cathedral of the Catholic Archbishop of Riga, and following the Reformation, became an evangelical Lutheran church. It was modelled on the cathedral of the Hanseatic city of Lübeck, which was well known to the bishop and his crusaders. The story of the Swedish Gate is interesting. In 1689, the gate apparently malfunctioned and could not be unlocked. Guards blocked the way. The well-preserved Powder Tower is the largest tower of the old fortress system. This Sand Street Gate was the main access to the city. Solid walls and numerous cannons protected Riga during a siege by the Swedes. These three buildings, Tris Brali, were named the Three Brothers, as they were attached to one another. The oldest, the White House, dates back to the 15th century. The other two from the 17th. In the 14th and 15th centuries, the Order Castle was located here. Now, no more. In the 16th century, the castle was given its present appearance, with its impressive twin white defensive towers. A boat trip on the Daugava River helps to recall the city's history. Here the Vikings docked and embarked on their notorious raids and various other ventures. It was also an important step for the northern people of the Orient. Beyond Powder Tower is a splendid area, with much greenery and waterways. It is the result of the demolition of several buildings and walls that took place in 1856. The Liberty Memorial is a symbol of the unity of the country and the city's independence. In 1991, the Latvians won the struggle for their independence from the Soviet Union. The country has frequently been occupied by the Crusaders, the Teutonic Order, the Swedes, and finally the Tsars. However, those who invaded often introduced both culture and wealth. Consequently, the city grew and blossomed. A nostalgic tram leads to the edge of the city. The carriage travels bumpily through the city's alleys and feels like it must have felt in bygone days. The buildings disappear and the tracks end in the countryside. This is the Brother Cemetery, of great importance to Latvia's history. A veil of tranquil greenery covers this revered place. Built in 1924, it is one of the oldest open-air museums in Europe. From each of Latvia's regions, dwelling houses, churches and windmills have been reassembled here, with furniture and everyday objects. Situated on the picturesque shores of Lake Uglas, the museum recalls the daily life of Latvia's farmers, craftsmen and fishermen. Riga is an extraordinary treasure that exemplifies the age-old traditions of the Hanseatic League.